Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and I did a movie on this yesterday. If you notice, I didn't get any movie up except the giveaway. I did a movie on this last night, and somehow it corrupted when it tried to come out of Movie Maker, so I couldn't get it to upload. So anyway, we're going to do this again. This is what we made, and now that I'm going to have a good supply of them. They're quick and easy, and you use scrapbook paper, which is what we all need to use. I'm sure I've got a stack of it over there. So this is a Tim Holtz page, and then this is, I think I'll start with this one. This is an old paper from Bo Bunny that I've had for a long time. Now this is 6 inches wide and 12 inches long. So if you have some scraps, you can do this. If it's shorter, you can still make it. You'll just have a shorter pocket. So don't worry about the length that much. Or you can do it shorter if you want. You can do it whatever size you want to. This just makes this size little pockets. And you have, all right, let's just untie this and I'll show you what all you have in here. All right, that opens up. You have a pocket there and a pocket there. You have a pocket here, right there, a good size pocket. And then on the top right here, you have another pocket right there. So lots of pockets, and it's using up your 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. Now, I got this idea from, I think the name is Creating with Wendy or Crafting with Wendy or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. It's been probably last year. But since I have seen it, and what I did was I just drew out a little image. A lot of times I do that if I'm sitting and not in front of my computer. I'll just draw out a little image of it. But anyway, this, I think it's Creating by Wendy. If I can find it, I'll put it below. If not, I'm sorry, but it has been a day or two. So then you're going to fold it in half long ways like that. And if you have a directional paper, which I do, you take the top part and you're going to fold it up like this. Or, now this is going to make the pockets on your left side. If you want the pockets on your right side, then you are going to fold it up like this. So you're just going to flip it over from one side to the other depending on where you want your pockets. This one I think I'm going to do on the left hand side. Now I think I fold up, let me look at this. Yeah, I fold this up about 4 inches from the bottom. And you do need to make sure that you get a nice fold on here, because this is going to be important when we start putting our other pocket on there. So that is about 4 inches. Yeah, it's about 4.5, but it's okay. And then on the top, you're just going to fold this part down until it overlaps this about 1/2 inch or 3/4, depending on how big you want your pocket. And I'll just fold it over about 3/4 there. Okay, now I'm just going to make sure that all of my little folds are straight, and then reinforce them. Okay, so there is the gist of what you're going to start with, and you can see both of my images are right side up now. Okay, you're going to open this back out, keeping in mind that this right here is going to be your front. So we want to cut this part off. This is going to be our second pocket. So you're going to cut down that score line. And then you are going to cut down this score line. Now this one is most important, to make sure that you cut that as straight as possible, because that's going to fold up even with that, and you want to make sure that this side is straight. Okay, this one, what you're going to do right here, see how this tries to, it folds with the pocket, so we're going to cut a little bit of that off. So you just take your scissors, go straight across, and just cut out a little bit of that. like that. And then when that folds up, it folds a lot easier and it doesn't stick up. See? We just cut out a little bit right there. Now this one is going to be your second pocket here. You can flip it over if you want. I think I'll flip mine over. And I'll have 2 pockets that size. Like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and even this up with this one, and then I'm going to cut my pull. Okay, so there they are both cut, and your pockets will lay down like that. This is the fold that goes over this way. Okay. Right, now what we want to do is take our little circles, and these are just scrapbook paper, it's cardstock. And I've taken 2 and glued them together to make it nice and thick. And you're going to mark the center. So I'm just going to kind of put it this way on my little grid mat. And make a little circle there. And then do that again. A little circle. Oops. That one is definitely low, isn't it? So we'll make that circle up there. Then we're going to take our little 1/8 hole punch, and you're going to put that in there and poke that hole. I never get these exactly in the center. I don't know. I just have a complex when it comes to this, I guess. But anyway, I use them and they're fine. Now you want to poke a hole in this. This is the top flap that comes over. But you don't want to poke holes in both sides because that would close up your pocket. So we're going to just kind of mark the center right there. And then we will poke a hole there. Okay. Now you want to fold this up and just follow that line, or that little, where you punch that little hole, follow it down and decide where you want to put your second little button. I'm going to put mine right there. Now this punch will reach into this, but I don't know if you've got a wider paper, it probably wouldn't. Since this one is pretty narrow, it has quite a long reach, so it'll reach in here. And I'll link this below. I love that little punch. Now we're going to put these on here. So I'm going to use, in this one, I'm going to use some of these little purple brads. I just think the purple would look pretty in this since it's got that deep purple in it. And just press that down nice. And then I like to punch a little circle and just put on top of that, just so that you don't have any interference when you start to put your tag in there. So let's just grab a scrap piece here. Just a scrap piece of paper, and we're going to just glue this over. And there we go. Just going to glue that right down on top of that, and I'm going to take my bone folder and just press that in all the way around because we don't want anything hindering our pocket. Now you can take this one, and I'm just going to make sure that they're even as far as width, and they are. And we're going to glue right up through the side here. And then we're going to put this one down on that one, just bringing it up a little bit higher than that one is. So you have 2 separate pockets there. There we go. And again, I like to take my bone folder and press that glue in real well so that catches. So there are those 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink mine because I like that look, and it makes it look a little bit more distressed. But you don't have to do this. This is just me. Okay. So we've got that inked. Now on this, I'm going to round my corners. You don't have to. I don't think she did, the one that I watched, but I like rounded corners, so that's what I'm going to do with mine. And then we're going to open this up, and we're going to put our other little button in here. Okay, and then we're going to put our second little piece of paper on top of that so it doesn't hinder any of our tags going in and out. There we go. Alright, so there's our button on there and our one below. Now what you want to do is open this up, and you're going to put some glue right here and glue right here, right below that score line in there, because that's going to close this pocket up, the one in the middle, like that. Okay, then we need to close this little pocket up. So all you need to do is put a little bit of glue right here on this edge, and that will close that one up. Okay, so it folds over. I'm going to go ahead and reinforce all of my score lines again. That just helps everything fold down. See, that's going to fold like that. Now we want to glue these pockets down. So we're going to run our glue all the way up. I've got so much. I have so much scrap paper that I can do these pockets with. It's unreal. Okay. Just going to make sure that's glued down well. And there is our pockets. The only thing I forgot to do, I forgot to punch my little pull in there. Let's see. I don't think I can get that one in there. See if my small one will go in. You punch a little pull up here so that you'll know that that is a little pocket. There we go. A little one went in there. So we've got a little pull here, so that's a pocket. And then down here is a pocket. Now I don't put a pull in this one because it's actually would be covered up. And if you cut a pull here, you're going to cut into these pockets. So when I put a tag in there, I'll just put a pull on the outside of it. Okay, now all we need is some string. And I think I'm going to use some of this string on this. This is kind of that yellowish tan color there. And I'm keeping an eye on my computer. If you hear me go quiet for a minute, I'm keeping an eye to make sure that it's still filming because it's acting like it's wanting to stop on me. I don't know what the deal is. You know, ever so often when they do these upgrades on these Mac computers, it just messes everything up. And they just did an upgrade on these this week, so it usually messes things up for a few days until I can work the kinks out of it. Alright, just going to wrap that around and then we'll cut that off. And there is your little pocket. Now I'm not going to make tags for mine right now, simply because when I start to put them in my journals, I'll make tags for them then. But you'll have a tag for this, and it'll probably be, let's see, I've got all of my little punches out over here. Let me put some of them back. This little tag will probably be about 1 inch and maybe a half, a little bit over half. And then by about 3. So that'll be a good size tag. And then you'll have a larger tag down here. I mean, this is a nice big pocket. So there's that one. Let's go ahead and make another. This will just help you when you start to fold yours. I had to watch her video 2 or 3 times, I can remember, just so that I could see exactly how she was folding everything. So I want to just fold again so that you'll see. So that's a 6 by 12 piece of paper, and I folded it in the middle. Now, I think, let's see, do I want that up? No. Want that up? I think I might. I'm trying to see which way. Yeah, I think I might want this up on this one, this bottom side. So that's going to make the pockets on the right-hand side. Okay. Got that. And that's about 4 inches. And then this one, I just fold it down by eyeballing it to make sure that it comes over the top of that one. Okay, there we go. So you've got that one and that one. Now we are gonna, now don't cut this one off, and if you need to mark it, you can put a little sticky on there or something. You're gonna cut this inside one off, okay? So I'm just gonna cut right at that score line, and then cut straight down this score line. Well, as straight as I can cut anyway. And you know, sometimes that's not too straight. This one was a little off, but we're just going to clip it. I'm going to clip a little bit off of the top of that one. I tell you what, let's use my trimmer. There we go. Since it looked like I cut really, really crooked. Okay, so there will be our 2 pockets on the bottom right here. That one and that one. And I'll put that one that way, I think. And then we've got our pocket up here and our pocket here. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and punch before I forget to punch my little hole again. There we go. And then let's go ahead and put our little hole in here for our brad and our button. Put it right there. And then I just kind of eyeball it down through there, and then we'll put the other one right there. Now I just cut out, when I do these, I try to just do quite a few of them. That way I'll have them ready when I want to do something like this. You could close it a different way if you wanted. I just think this looks cute, so that's why I'm closing mine like this. Okay. And then do your little punch on here. And your little punch on here. Now you need to put this in, this little button and eyelet down here, or brad down here, you need to put this in before you put the pocket on. If you don't, you're going to close up your pocket. Okay, what color are we going to use on this one? I've got white and green. I think I'll just use green. It's got some kind of off-color green in there, so that'll work. I don't have a lot of different color brads, so I need to get, or the tiny ones. I have some big brads, but I don't have a lot of the small, tiny brads in a lot of different colors. So I need to pick up some different colors. Okay, there's that one. So it's got a little flower green in there. And then I just use this scrap paper. Cut out 2 little pieces. This is very thin. It's almost like copy paper thin. You don't want anything real thick because it'll stick up. And then that'll defeat your purpose of trying to cover that little brad up there. Okay, got that. Then we'll put this one in. And again, put this one in before you close your pocket up. If you don't, you're going to have problems. You're not going to have a pocket. Okay. Oops. I slid that right off of there, didn't I? If we can move it real quick before that glue dries. All right, there we go with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink all around mine. That's not something you'd have to do, but I just like that look. And then we'll come back and add our string closure in our other pocket. Let's go ahead, while we're at it, let's go ahead and punch our opening here before I forget that too. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Then we'll put some ink on those. So I like that look. Okay. So there we go. Now we're ready to glue this on. And I'm just going to start about an inch up from the bottom. It depends. I mean, you can start wherever you want and put yours on. Doesn't have to be exactly the same. And then you're just going to put it down like that. Okay, and then I like to open this up and go ahead and glue this part down first before I do anything else. And you just want to press it in there. Make sure that it's even on the sides. All right, and then we can go ahead and glue this little pocket up here. Okay. All right, now you're ready to glue these pockets shut. So just put some glue on both sides and glue that down. This would be a very good mass making, because you wouldn't have to make your tags as you make these. You can just make these and lay them aside and have them ready for your tags. Look at that. Now see, on this one I really didn't embellish because I don't think it really needs it. I may put a word there. This one I may embellish just a little bit, but let's put our string on there. I'm just going to use the same string. I think it goes good with this collection, so. Okay. Now I'm just going to wrap it around. And then trim that off. Then let's see, what do we want to put on these? I think on this one down here I'll put a little bit of maybe vellum. I'm going to get some vellum out of this little pack right here, I think, maybe. Let's see. This is a pack that we got in our, I believe it was October kit. So I'm going to go ahead and tear a little piece of this and put it on the bottom. It's some of those same forms like that is. So I think it'll look like it was just made to be there. Alright, we're going to glue that down. Oops, I did use art glitter glue instead of Barely Arts glue. So maybe it won't show too bad. If it does, maybe it'll just look antique. We'll go ahead and press it in with our bone folder. I usually use Barely Arts on this, but for some reason right then I just forgot about it. I think I'm thinking about my computer and I keep watching it to make sure it's not going to go off again. That's why I'm missing it. Okay, so there is that piece. And then this has already got a word up there, so I don't think we need anything else at the top. We may just put this little piece down the side there. Like that. Okay, there we go. I could add a little word down here if I have one that matches. I don't know if I'll have one that matches or not. Let's see. Well, we could put that on there. I think this is a sticker, so let's see. Yep. I'll go ahead and ink that white around it up. And we'll put that right there. And then on this one, see if we have anything that's going to go with that. Okay, I'm going to put this little sticky, it's a doily down, it's a little sticker. I'll put that down right there, and then I'll put a word across it. Or a phrase. Let's see. I'm just going to use a little Tim Holtz phrase that just says journal. And put that right across there. I don't want to hide any of that other paper, so that's all I'm going to do on that. Alright, that was a quick and easy tutorial, was it not? So I want to see you make plenty of these. I have quite a few going now. And if this video doesn't upload, I'll have even more. Alright guys, we will talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. This has taken me 4 different parts of videos to get this up, so I've got to find out what's wrong with my computer as why it keeps stopping recording. So I'm gonna just go ahead and upload this as it is. It's not going to be a very long video, but hopefully you will like it anyway, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.